What's going on, guys? So I'm going to keep my voice low because I've decided I'm going to try and do more videos during the morning, during the very early hours of the morning. Um, it is 6-ish, 7-ish right now over here on the East Coast in Charlotte. I know my wife and baby are still sleeping, and I want to get a head start on this so I can spend more time with them. But this is Pokemon Mystery Mail Day number 54. Let's get into it. First off, I think the video that I made of the alternate art Rayquaza that got obliterated by USPS, I think that's actually getting out to the people that I buy cards from. I think they're looking at the channel because, guys, most of my packages are in boxes now and they say fragile. So, I don't know. Maybe it worked. But first things first, I had to get to this because I ordered something off of Mercari for this mail day, and I really wanted to rate that buyer, and I told her that I would rate it last night, and I didn't. So I'm going to do it this morning and get that rating done ASAP. First off, Pamela Murphy. It says it's from Mercari. And actually, I have my other phone here, so I'm going to check so I can give her a shout out. Her Mercari page is Little of Everything. It's super easy to remember, guys. You should have no issue finding it. Little of Everything, spelled like you would normally spell it. Little of Everything. So she's on Mercari. She sells a lot of cool stuff. I just got a vintage card from her that I'm going to get into now. And it looks low-key like somebody already looked into this package because it's been torn. Seems like this is happening a lot with USPS, but let's go ahead and get into it. And we're gonna reuse most of this packaging. Okay, so a bubble and a bubble, not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, and we got our trusty Husky. Okay. Yeah, I would rather just open it slowly than cut into it. Put this down. Okay. Looks like there's a lot in here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is it in here? This is very well packaged if it is. So we have cards and top loaders. It is in here. This is it. Wow. So first off, let me just say Little of Everything. Pamela, if you are watching, first off, card looks great. Card looks fantastic. Second off, you had really no obligation to add anything extra in here, and I think it was very nice of you to just throw in 2 extra cards. These 2 extra cards have these cool Charizard sleeves. I love gifts. It doesn't matter the caliber of free gifts or free cards, but I just love that stuff. And I think selling to me is probably a little more nerve-wracking because they know that I'm going to be critical and that I have a YouTube, but also that I send out all my cards with extra cards. But just to let you know, if it makes you feel better, I almost never send vintage cards. I do, but I normally send repacks of modern cards just because it's just more cost efficient. But like, this is dope. Not to mention, Onyx is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So I think Onyx is sick. I don't know why he was a common. They should have made him an uncommon or a rare. And this artwork is just phenomenal. Like, let's just take a second to look at this artwork for Onyx. It's phenomenal. It's great. I love the hand-drawn stuff. Anyways, guys, we got a non-holo Charizard. Yep, you heard it right. A non-holo Charizard. Why would we ever buy a non-holographic Charizard? So, first things first, you can see here that that is Legendary Collection. Secondly, it's in a really nice magnetic case. Wow, these magnetic cases are way nicer than the ones that I have. Wonder who this is made by. Ultra Pro, maybe. It comes apart very easily though. Mine are, yeah, Ultra Pro. So I also got a hard case for this card, which is very smart. And the top loaders and the team bag. But one would ask, why would you ever buy a non-holo Charizard? This thing is gorgeous. Okay. And I will tell you why. Because this Legendary Collection non-holo Charizard is the only Charizard that ever came in a theme deck. And you guys know that I'm really big into theme decks, so of course I would want this card. Now I have a couple of them already. I really like this card. I think it's very undervalued. I think that the market looks at this card and says, oh, it's not holographic, it's not worth as much. These typically sell for $70 to $80. Near mint, maybe $100. They grade higher. They go for higher if they're graded. But the main thing is that this card was the only card that was the only Charizard in the vintage theme decks that ever came in a theme deck. And it comes in the lava theme deck, which I'm really trying to collect more of those. I have one that's open and used. I have a second that I'm getting now that's open and used. And this card will be a part of that theme deck. I replace a lot of the cards when I buy theme decks. I replace a lot of the cards, and the Charizard that came with my lava theme deck was not very good, so I replaced it with this one. This one looks really good. I'm gonna take it out of the sleeve for you guys. Wow, this thing is so nice. This thing is ridiculously nice. Guys, check this out. Look at that. No warping, no creases, nothing. Just a straight card that looks phenomenal. Non-holo Charizard. It really does smack. It honestly does. Here's the back. And I'll put that against my black shirt just so you guys can see. Very little edge wear. We've got a couple nicks at the bottom. We've got corner wear. Sides look good. Top corners have some wear, but the top looks good. Overall, this is a really nice card. Pamela, again, thank you so much. I will let you know that I have your package rated, and to check out the YouTube video. Super excited to have that card now. All right, and moving on to the next thing. Okay. And I will definitely keep these for a long time. It's definitely cool to get something like that. Oh, get out of town. Get out of town. Guys, it gets even better. It seriously gets even better. So, it just so turns out that both of these cards are actually from Legendary Collection. So these aren't even base set cards, they're Legendary Collection cards, which in my opinion are more valuable. That's really cool. Not to mention, Ponyta is in the lava theme deck that I'm trying to replace some of my cards from. So there's a good chance that this Ponyta, and it looks to be like it's in really good shape, there's a good chance it's better than any of the Ponytas I have in that deck. So I'll probably replace one of them with that one. So thank you, Pamela. You are helping me with my collection goals. All right, let's keep going. All right, Clay. I appreciate you, Clay. Okay, let's get this open. Guys, if you want to link your Mercari store or your eBay, I don't mind. That's fine. I do shout outs, but sometimes there isn't the business name With the Mercari one, I just knew I wanted to give her a shout out, so I looked up the Mercari store name, but I'm not going to do that for all of my shout outs. Alright, I love these rigid boxes. Great, reusable, very protective. Oh baby. And like clockwork, we've got our next big item here. Right down the street. I think in Mooresville. I think this came from Mooresville, which is pretty damn cool because it really is right down the street. I really need to be careful here. I'm trying to get this open, but at the same time, this is extremely valuable and I could damage it. Extremely valuable is subjective, right? To me, it's extremely valuable. To other people, it might just be a box. Holy cow, guys. This is the Pokemon Lava theme deck. All right, this is honestly already one of my favorite Pokemon Mystery Mail days because of this deck. I have one of these used. I wanted to replace some cards. I wanted to replace the box. So I got this one. Guys, look at this box. It is phenomenal. This box is absolutely phenomenal, guys. This thing is mint. Look at how nice this is. These were the first boxes to come out like this too. They were the first boxes to ever really have this hollow pattern that's on there from Legendary Collection. And to have a Charizard on the front. This is the theme deck of all theme decks. Everyone knows that in the community. This is the theme deck of all theme decks. I don't know about all TCG, but I know that this one is the biggest theme deck that you want to get in Pokemon. I don't have one sealed. I don't even have a Turmoil deck, which is the one that it's paired with and sold with in the case. I don't have a Turmoil deck sealed either. Now I have the cards sealed, but the box itself is not sealed. Similar to the Lava deck that I have, the cards aren't sealed either, but they're very near mint, and now I'm replacing a couple of them, but now I'm replacing the box as well. So this is now the second Lava box that I've gotten. I really love these boxes. If I find them or see them, I'm almost always going to try and buy them. And this one, even better. This one, and it does have some creases, it does have some dings, but they're very small. They're very small. And this one, what's even cooler is, like a Pokemon card, this one has a print line on the hollow foil, which is, I love that stuff. Honestly, some people might be annoyed with it, but I love it. You guys, if you guys can see this, if you guys can see this, I'm trying to show you guys this print line, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. Oh, how can I possibly show them this print line? So there's a print line running down through here. There's a print line. You guys might not be able to see it. Yeah, it's just really hard to catch that print line. But anyways, really cool to see a print line on a theme deck box. This box is near mint, so I'm definitely replacing my old box with this one. Clay, thank you so much. Says it all right here. Right here says it all. We got our non-hollow that comes in the theme deck, and we got a replacement box for our theme deck. Replacing a card, main card, replacing a box. This is a good day. This is a good mail day for sure. And I will be sure to leave good feedback for both Clay and Pamela. You guys made my morning great. You shipped with care. You shipped in protective, hard, rigid boxes. A+. All right, moving on. I always do this. 14 minutes in. Why do I always do this? I don't want to be this way. I just am. And honestly, these were pretty pretty big pickups to me. I would have much rather had a specialized video for the Pokemon Lava theme deck. But maybe I can do that in the future. All I got is time, so. Now we gotta reach the box. Can reuse all this stuff. We've got an invoice. All right. We've got some air. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything extra there. Let's get this out. Okay, so guys, I told you in a recent video that I thought Yu-Gi-Oh was a really good market, and I was explaining that Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of my first love as far as TCG. And what do we have here? An extremely iconic, and this one I also will be stealing this box and replacing my beat up box, because this box is in much nicer condition. We have a Yu-Gi-Oh Kaiba starter deck. This is the most iconic theme deck as far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes. There could be really good theme decks in Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty well versed in Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm better versed in Pokemon, but Yu-Gi-Oh was really where it all started for me. And I've decided that I want to be true to myself, and I want to invest back into the card hobby that I was initially in before Pokemon. Pokemon was before my time. I'm a 94 baby. It came out at 99. I was 5 years old when Pokemon first debuted in the US. I think in Japan it was 97 or 95 maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But Yu-Gi-Oh! I was just old enough to understand Yu-Gi-Oh! And to start to play it. And I like the effects and the descriptions and the mathematics of attack and defense and the spells and the traps. I really like the gameplay. And this is an absolutely beautiful box we have here. This was a used deck. I think I paid about $80 for it. I'm going to open it carefully because I definitely want to keep the deck in good condition. I just want to examine what we have in here. I highly doubt it's a full deck. It looks like the cards are a little bit bowed right off the bat. You can see a little bit of curvature. I don't think it's going to be a full deck. They rarely are, but I have so many cards. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. This deck is mint condition, guys. Holy crap. Holy crap. Look at how white the sides of these cards are. This has a bow to it, but it's a very natural one from humidity. And the card itself, oh my gosh. And there's a hollow bleed all over the card. The entire card looks holographic. And here we have the most iconic card, in my opinion, in TCG. And it is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't think that it's the Charizard. I think that Pokemon is on a hype train. I got into it, you know, on the hype train, and that's fine. I got into it for my own reasons. And now I'm selling it to offset that cost. But Yu-Gi-Oh, I will be building a position in Yu-Gi-Oh for sure. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is the next big Pokemon hype wave. I think that there are already rappers and celebrities that are behind Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's just not mainstream enough, you know. And some people just think it's complicated, but it all starts somewhere. Just like the Pokemon theme decks that I started with, that were the first theme decks, kind of the starter theme decks, if you will. This is the starter deck of Yu-Gi-Oh, and it is iconic as fuck. So you have this unlimited set, and then you have the first edition set. First edition theme decks, I think, are going for like $1,000 new, or like $700. These unlimited decks, they get bid up to about $350 to $400. Buy it now is at $500. Got this one for $80, guys. $80. This thing is, and you guys can see that hollow bleed. It's the entire card. Like, instead of just the hollow part, the entire card has a hollow pattern on it. All around, this was an insanely good buy. And that's the other thing. There's just more value in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think there's way more value. There's way more potential. There's way more growth. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely the place you want to park your money. And this honestly looks like it could be a 10, like a 9 or a 10 easily. Man, this card is insanely nice, guys. Insanely nice. And it really takes me back. It really does. I just knocked over some other cards, some of my Pokemon cards. All right, let's put these back. I knocked them over again, and I think that the deck is full. I really do think it's full. This looks mint, but I'll count anyways too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. It is a complete deck. That's fantastic. What a successful pickup. Like, this has been an amazing mail day. We got an amazing condition box. We got an amazing condition Charizard. We got a great condition Kaiba box and a mint deck to go with it. This is not getting sold. It's going to stay in my collection. This is some super nice stuff, and it just goes to show there's still value in the hobby. And in my opinion, for getting an entire deck and the box near mint, just for the price of getting a box, a rare box from Pokemon, I think there's no comparison. I think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has way more value to grow right now. You can find these Blue Eyes White Dragons in mint or near mint for, I think, $30 to $40 if you're watching the bidding. Now, there's a lot of trash on eBay. There's a lot of trash on Mercari, Goodwill. There's crap everywhere, Craigslist. You really do have to have an eye for this stuff. You have to watch for the deals. You have to watch for the best condition stuff and just use your best judgment. And usually it's in bidding. Oddly enough, I feel like nobody ever posts like buy it now, offer up deals for good cards. The really good cards usually go up for bidding. And that's smart. The competitive nature of bidding really inflates card values. Anyways, moving forward, and as I get back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm hoping that will help build my business a little bit, because the business is now taking off, and I'm starting to sell stuff more regularly, pretty much every morning. Even if I'm not posting what I'm selling on my socials, I'm pretty much selling something every morning, and that's really exciting. And I'm hoping Yu-Gi-Oh helps with that, because what I've been doing this year is I've been collecting so aggressively that it's really not helping the business when I'm collecting for my own personal reasons, and then I don't want to let go of this stuff, and it's just, I can't make money if I'm holding on to everything. So I have a new strategy that I will be picking up stuff that is a little redundant, but I'm going to be looking for the same kinds of cards, booster packs, theme decks, gift boxes. I'm going to be looking for certain things, and like my brain is wired to look for this stuff, and it just feels really good, like to have a system and to know what I'm doing and feel like things are about to really take off. I feel really good. I never wake up this early. I never wake up and just feel like I'm going to go out and get it today. And I just feel like that today. On top of that, I have to work and open up the bar and work till late. So I really haven't had any time off. I worked a double yesterday. I worked a 12-hour shift yesterday. I was tired as hell. I came home, passed out. Now I'm back up and I'm back at it. And, I kind of woke up and was like, all right, I'm living the dream. Like, I'm collecting all my childhood stuff and I'm selling it and making money doing it. This is awesome, guys. Anyways, we have one more box, and I have a lot of special stuff to do. I didn't want to do it all in one video because I think it would spoil it, and I already kind of regret mixing in the Yu-Gi-Oh with this video just because Yu-Gi-Oh deserves its own videos. But just to let you guys know, I am into both of those TCGs, and I like Digimon too, but I bought some booster boxes this year, and I have some old cards from buying people's collections of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm not really into Digimon, but I think there could be a market there, and I loved watching the show as a kid. I loved anime, but I feel like the card animes, the TCG animes, don't really count as anime so much. Then again, Pokemon had the Game Boy games, which is how a lot of us played it. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Was definitely more playable. Even though Pokemon is so simple, you would have thought that Pokemon would be the first game I was playing with the damage counters and so forth. But I just really liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyways, we got this box right here. Talia, thank you, Talia. And did I do a shout out for Sean Blaney? Does it have an eBay store name? I don't know. Sean Blaney, thank you so much, dude. I am extremely happy with the Kaiba deck that I just got from you. I can't wait to leave you some stellar feedback. That's like my favorite thing to do. I usually do it anyways. I'm not petty, but honestly, like, I really love it. Thank you so much. All right. But yeah, I have some big videos coming up, guys. Big videos. And this is not bait. Like, I have some big stuff coming up I'm really excited for. I keep losing time. I keep being busy. I keep having stuff I got to do, stuff I got to ship out. But today it's going to happen. So this was interesting. This box just had something at the bottom. Paper shoved in it. Talia. Thank you, Talia. I have no idea what I'm really looking at here, but get into it. I have no idea. I'm making so much noise with this fucking tape right now. I'm gonna wake up my kid. Fuck. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. What is this? What do we have? Okay, so awesome. So what we have here is a Butterfree from Expedition set. It's in played condition, I believe. This person doesn't normally sell Pokemon cards. And I like those listings. I like when I look on someone's selling page on eBay and they don't really sell Pokemon cards. They sell like knickknacks and things they thrift and find. So that means that they don't really care about it too much and it's not really their market. That was the case with Talia. Thank you, Talia. I will leave a stunning review. Card looks amazing. It's played. It has a bunch of scratches on the front, but the back looks good and the centering looks decent. And overall, I didn't want to pay 40, 50, 60 bucks for this Butterfree, but I really like Butterfree. I love Butterfree as a holo. I think this card is sick. It's very reminiscent of the old, where is the old Butterfree? Oh, here it is. So I actually have it right here. This is the OG Butterfree right here from Jungle. Yes. Very reminiscent of that. And I really wish they made this card a holo, but this Expedition base set will do. Oh. Put all these cards back. This is just a mess down here. If you guys don't know, I got a bunch of stacks of cards down here. And I don't know why I did this, but I did it. It's done. They're in the front. They're always getting in my way. Anyways, show the exterior lighting. Look at that. That's amazing. And for the most part, honestly, the holo does look pretty nice. You guys can't see it, but there are fine scratches on the holo, but still, this is a really, really nice card. You can see with the lighting on it like that. There's no creases, dings, or dents. Card looks really good. In the back, against my black shirt, you can see the barely any whitening on the back. It's awesome. Let's get this in a new sleeve because I'm OCD. I like my sleeves to be soft and very cheap penny sleeves. That's just what I like. This is awesome. So number 5 out of 165. So this is from Expedition. I don't have like barely any. I barely have any of the Expedition cards. Let's just be blunt. I've been working so hard on Aquapolis and Skyridge, trying to complete those, which, fuck, they are expensive and a pain in the ass to complete. Almost as bad as first edition base set. I spent a lot of money on my first edition graded base set, and I'm still missing that first edition Charizard. It's still on my list. The credit card company just increased my revolving line of credit and my cash advance, so I'm really exciting. That's dangerous because as I'm paying it down, they're like, let's give them more. But this has opened a whole new door for me, guys. I've never had the kind of credit line that I have now. I can literally buy any booster box that I want on credit now, which is really exciting, because before I was limited on my credit, limited on the income that I had, and there was no way I could ever get a sealed booster box of like a vintage Pokemon set, or Yu-Gi-Oh for that matter. Now the bar is starting to pick up. My card selling business is starting to pick up. I can afford to play with the big boys now. So, and I probably will be this following year. I don't think this year I will be, because my daughter's getting older. She's going to be 1 soon. The bar is still, a baby too. It's only, 10 months old. So I have a lot of work ahead of me, but I really think I'm going to be a bigger name in this hobby, and I'm calling it now before it happens. I'm sure it could take a couple years. I only have barely 240 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching my redundant, ranty videos and seeing me get pissed off about bent cards in the mail. But I'm very thankful, and I feel like I have something really good going, and feels like therapy, and then I get to vent and talk about my bullshit when I want to talk about my bullshit, and it's just dope. I feel very blessed. With that, hope you guys have a great day. If I can squeeze in another video with some even more epic shit, I will. I held back one of the pieces of mail today because I think I know what it is, and I'm very excited to show it to you guys. It's been a long time coming. And after, yeah, it's been a long time coming. Anyways, peace out, guys. Thank you for watching the videos. If you have any suggestions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comments. Let me know what you think. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Peace.